This man disassembled a brand new TV and threw it from the 35th floor. This was because he had accidentally gotten trapped in this unfinished building. His goal in doing this was to get the security guard's attention downstairs so he would come up and free him. But the security guard was listening to the radio and didn't notice anything. Seeing that throwing the TV didn't work, he started shouting desperately. But at that height, his voice sounded like an insignificant whisper. However, the man did not intend to give up. He grabbed an iron basin and, while shouting, banged it against the window, hoping the sound would travel through the walls. Even though he screamed until he lost his voice, he couldn't get the security guard's attention. The next day, he returned to the door and tried to open it, but the key broke and the lock didn't budge. So, he ran to the kitchen and grabbed pliers, trying to force the doorknob. Even using all his strength, the lock didn't move. Seeing that he couldn't open it, he decided to use the pliers to hammer the door. After many hits, he only managed to make a few scratches on the door and even hurt his finger. Furious, he kicked the door with all his might, believing that his foot, which had never kicked in a soccer game, could open the door. But he didn't know that half of the building's funds had been used to build the door. As a result, he almost broke his leg and only left some marks from his size 42 shoe. Finally, the man remembered that he lived in the information age and that his cell phone would be the best tool to ask for help. He quickly called a locksmith, but as in the movies, the phone would either have no signal or no battery. He chose the second option, and the phone died before he could finish giving the address. He ran to find the charger and plugged it in, but the film director wouldn't let him escape so easily. Right after plugging it in, the power went out. At that moment, he thought of another plan. He took all the toothpaste he found in the bathroom and wrote a cry for help on a piece of cardboard, throwing it out the window. However, due to the wind, the cardboard landed on the roof. The man couldn't believe his bad luck and wrote another message. This time, he extended his hand out the window so the cardboard would go farther. But again, the cardboard fell on the roof. When he was about to write the third message, the toothpaste ran out. Desperate, he tore off the bandage from his hand, pressed the wound until it bled, and wrote a cry for help with his own ink. This time, the cardboard fell in a good spot. He was thrilled, believing that as soon as someone went up to get clothes, they would see the message.